You're welcome again. It's still Wake Up Nigeria, and it's time for us to have a conversation on nutrition. We started this off last week with Tolani Fashion. Tolani is a registered dietitian and a member of the Association of Nigerian Dietitian and Nutrition Society of Nigeria. Today, she will be talking fruits before food, FAD or facts. So, Tolani, it's great to have you here again. Last week, we talked about more like an introduction to the following weeks, and we are going to continue today. Today, we're going to talk about fruit diet. I know everybody's looking forward to the keto one, but that will definitely be next week. So we talk about fruit diet, like we have several fads and myths about fruits either before or after meals and how to take your fruits so they can have effect on your body. But I need you to shed light on this.
Okay, thank you so much, Mary. Let's start this way. What are fruits? We know fruits are, okay, scientifically speaking now, the fleshy part of a seed-producing plant. There are different types of fruits now. We don't need the classification. But what we need to know, okay, the fleshy part of a seed-producing plant. Now, in lay terms, when we talk about fruits, I would say basically that fruits are rich in vitamins. And then some elements of minerals here and there. And what are vitamins meant to do? We know the classes of food, the carbohydrates, the proteins, the fats, vitamins, minerals, and all of them, and fiber. Yes, vitamins do more of what I would call a catabolic work. Let me call it catabolic. There's something we call metabolism in the body. Yes. Okay, breaking down, building up, anabolism, catabolism.
That's really what even determines you're being big or small.
Oh boy, okay, you understand some of that. We'll talk about that someday. Okay. Talk about the metabolic rate, because that affects a lot of people. They'll be like, I'm eating well, you know, I eat, but then I seem not to be adding weight.
And we don't eat, but we keep adding weight.
Oh boy, now that's it about people's metabolic rate. Now, the issue with fruits are that they are rich in vitamins, and vitamins do more of a breaking down work. These guys may not really have so much energy like carbohydrates, but they help you to break down, to bring down to a way the body can utilize your carbs, your proteins, and everything. Now, they act like middlemen. That is why you notice if you take fruits, you belch. Yeah. It eases out your bowel. You feel? So that is what they are meant to do. So in normally from ancient times, fruits have always come before food. They have always been desserts. So after you eat, you take them.
Before or after?
They come, oh boy, I said before, they come after food. Yes. They have always been desserts. So after you finish eating, you take them and they help to break down that food and make digestion more easier.
Okay, so normally the best time to have your fruits are right after a meal.
Yes.
But you know quite well that there have been different variants of that. So I need you to shed light on all these variants.
I'll explain some of the schools of thought. Some people believe that if you take fruits before food, or if you take fruits after food, the food is going to, you know, everything you've eaten is going to ferment in the stomach. Ferment? Yes, and then digestion is going to be slowed and you'll be feeling like sleeping, you'll be feeling, and boy, you can even have the tendency to have some cancers and some, because the food will get retained longer in the stomach.
By eating your fruits after?
Yes, after food.
Turns out that's not true.
Some others also have this belief that they want to detox. They're always detoxing. Always, like, you want to scrub the floor. Like, do you scrub the floors in your house every day? You just want to detox and detox and detox. So it must be smoothie, it must be fruits, first thing in the morning. Now, this is it. For the first set that believe that food ferments in the stomach, you know, we talked about food fat as being on some not grounded in sound science. Yes. Number one, they are wrong, sincerely mistaken. The stomach is a wall of an acidic environment.
Yes.
Tell me the kind of fermentation that would go on. And the stomach, you don't have complete digestion in the stomach. The stomach just stores. Do you know there are some patients that for one health condition or the other, they have to remove their stomach and connect the esophagus directly, maybe to the intestine? Yeah, maybe they had cancer of the stomach or a perforation, and the stomach has to be extra, and they still live well.
Wow.
Yes. So the stomach is, it's like an environment, an acidic environment that stores food. Yes, it has some enzymes here and there that helps to, make food in a way that the body can digest it. Yes, that's the first one. So I'm trying to debunk that fermentation. The second one is this. When you have your proteins, your carbohydrates, and everything together, there are different enzymes that work on different foods.
Okay.
There's the enzyme that works on carbohydrates. As they all come, the stomach is not confused. The enzymes all come out. The one breaking down proteins is doing that. The one breaking down fats is doing that. And then it progresses.
Because their jobs are clearly defined.
It progresses. So you can't have fruits and then fermentation begins to happen. And then let's go back. Fruits are more, they do a catabolic work. So when you take them,
when you say catabolic, what do you mean?
Breaking down. They help to metabolize. They help to break down that food so that the body can absorb it. So that school of thought is wrong. Now for the detoxing people, well, it's good to ease your bowel and do that. But boy, you shouldn't do that every day. So this is what we advise people, really. We tell you, if you have issues with constipation, hard stool, or you see that it's hard for 2 days, 3 days, you're not moving your bowel, and you're feeling full, okay, we say you can take fruits, you can take smoothies. Smoothie is a lot better than juices, based on what you want at that time. There are times juices are fine, but, smoothies still have the fiber and all of that. So you take fruits well to help to ease out your bowel. But I don't expect you to be detoxing every day. Now, the second set that they might take fruits before food are those that are obese. Now, we tell them, or overweight. The plan is this. When you take fruits, because they have they have fructose in them. Now, it may not be as heavy as the sugar in your carbs, but then it will give you some kind of energy. You can eat apple now, you feel a bit strong, but you can't hold that strength for long. So what we tell them is take fruits, because fruits are very rich in fiber, potassium, quite a number of minerals, but they don't have fats in them. Fruits and vegetables. So take a lot of fruits before you eat. In that way, you have energy. You don't feel like eating much. At the same time, you can never have fats in them.
There are so many things I would like to ask you about this fruit fad and fruit myth. Unfortunately, time won't permit me to. I feel like we should continue this
next
conversation. Not apart from the fact that we should also make reference to it next, because I know we need to talk about keto next week. I think I would like to be able to speak to you one-on-one on this much later. How do I reach you? Your social media?
You can reach me. I have a page, Nutrition Gist, on Facebook and YouTube too. And then I work at Premier Specialist Medical Center at VI, so you can check me out.
So those are ways for us to find out more from you. Really interesting stuff. I know for sure that me and fruits. Okay.
Oh boy.
Let's move on right now. Thank you so much for being here, Tolani Fashion. Always a delight to learn new things from you. Titi is with